So last summer, I went to Hendricks Youth Institute, which is 1 week we spend at Hendricks College and learn a lot of Methodist history and just Christian history as a whole. And then the second week, we went to Washington D.C. and met with our congressman from Arkansas, and talked about childhood hunger in Arkansas and about the 200,000 Reasons program. And that was only like 3 days that we talked about that. But we also went to a church and helped them just clean up and help take care of their church. And another day we went to a different church in the suburbs of DC and interacted with children there. And that was a really great experience because we got to see all the different aspects of life in DC, the politicians, and then the people with nothing, and the people with, a little bit, but they still need some help. And I think it really just helped me kind of figure out what I wanted to do, and that I wanted to be someone who could advocate for those with less and who could speak up and um, be someone who gives them a voice. So after that trip, I realized, first of all, that I loved Washington, D.C., and I wanted to be there forever because it's such a great place. Um, and then also, I was starting to try to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I still wasn't certain. And so, with that, and with starting my senior year of high school in August, I started getting a lot of anxieties about what I was going to do with my life and where my life was going, and like what college I was going to go to, what I was going to major in. Um, and at the same time, I'd put a lot of pressure on myself to be perfect in like every aspect of my life, and I'd overbooked myself in different places and didn't really give myself time for coming to church or having a relationship with God. And um, I had dance all night, didn't come to church on Wednesdays. I was busy all day with advanced classes and everything. And I just kind of stopped coming and stopped pursuing a relationship with Christ, not only because of all of that, but like personal issues happening. And um, I had that anxiety in multiple places in my life after that. I couldn't sleep at night. I was really, shaky all the time. Like it took control of my life and made me kind of lose my path with figuring out who I could be in the church and who I could be in the kingdom. And once I was talking to someone about it, and I was like, I don't know how to sleep at night anymore. And she's like, well, just pray before you go to sleep. And I was like, what if I just take melatonin or something? Like, what's praying gonna do for me? And so I started doing that because I just didn't know what to do anymore. And I started praying every night before I went to sleep and slept. I started sleeping again. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it was big for me because like I was so busy everywhere else, I just needed sleep. And so I started praying more and more. And then I got back into finding my own relationship with Christ again and pursuing that relationship in so many aspects of my life. And when I was finally ready to come back to church and get back into it and get back into being who I was before, Corona happened, but that just gave me more time to pursue my own personal relationship at home with Christ and to build that back up again. And now I know what I want to do for the most part, and I know what college I'm going to go to and what program I'm going to do and everything. And I think it's just a big testament to the fact that like God can get you through your anxieties and get you through the hardships if you just go back to Him when it all happens.